Hello everyone, welcome back to 48 Now. I'm your digital host, Tatiana White, and I'm joined today by VEIR Youth Music Camp host, Reginald Robinson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yes,
How
thank
about
you
yourself?
so much. Good. Thank
That's
you
good.
for joining me today.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yes. And so this summer, gospel music is doing more than lifting voices, it's lifting lives. The VEIR Youth Music Camp is giving young people a place to grow, belong, and be inspired. And I'm joined now by Reginald Robinson, one of the leaders behind this powerful initiative, and he's here to share more about this wonderful camp. And so first, can you tell us just a little bit about the music camp and what inspired the initiative? Is it the first year or?
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
the first year. It's something that's been on my
Awesome.
heart for over a decade.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was a part of a youth event called Youth on the Winning Side. It's still happening. I think next year they celebrate 35 years in
Oh,
my
that's
hometown, Mobile.
awesome.
And even my girls, my daughters are there in my hometown participating in that workshop. That workshop was very inspirational for me. It was the highlight of my summer. I think it gave an opportunity for a lot of up and coming community leaders, pastors, worship leaders, singers, artists to have a space and opportunity to develop their craft and their gift and forge relationships that became relationships for a lifetime.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love that. And through
absolutely.
music and fellowship
Yes,
and everything,
through
and
the
right
art.
before like the school year starts too. So that's a
Yes.
great way to kind of get them ready for the school
So
year.
it's great for back to school.
Yes.
Great way to inspire, so gospel music for many, especially in America, is seen as a spiritual music, which it is. The
Yes.
core of it is, the centrality of it is spirituality. However, gospel music is also an art form.
Yes.
I've had the privilege to travel in other countries, specifically in Japan, with my mentor who passed away, the late Pastor Andre Reynolds. And I went there several times. And funny story is, gospel music over there is a phenomenon. And what made it so popular was the movie Sister Act. And so then there was Sister Act and Fighting Temptation. And so there are thousands of choirs there. And for many of them, it's not spiritual, it's an art form. So we had the opportunity to go there and to share the message of hope and love through Jesus Christ, through the art of gospel music. And so we think it's a powerful form. It inspires, it motivates, it gives hope to the hopeless. And so, so we think that this is a wonderful genre for us to gather youth in community, in church, in spirituality, all the things.
Yes, I love that. And I feel like it'll be a great way for people to make friends as well and just be able to bond over that and make meaningful relationships.
So youth and music is my life.
Yes.
I learned everything I learned through church, youth, and music, youth ministry. I met my wife at a youth event. I, got my first opportunity to speak at a youth event. I learned leadership development at a youth event. I met my friends, at youth events. And so I believe youth events are powerful. Sometimes when we become adults, we are a little far removed from the impacts of the youth events that once impacted us, I remember Vacation Bible School. I remember, all the things that a lot of the young people now, they don't have the opportunity to experience. But for our youth, it's very important for us as adults, even as life is lifing, and things are happening, to not forget how powerful and instrumental and important activities and events like this are for our youth.
Yes, and before the school year too, I know a lot of times children go through things in school and stuff, so I feel like building this foundation will be a great way for them to lean back into the gospel music and stuff that they learned over this time.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Absolutely.
And so this isn't just about learning songs, it's about shaping lives as well. And so what makes this camp different from a typical music camp?
I believe, so I've worked in, I worked as a substitute teacher for several years, and so I was in the school scene. I've seen how music has changed, the music programs. When I was younger, we had one choir director for one school. Now we have one band director traveling to several schools, and it just seems to music is seeming to become a lost art in education. I think that this music concert or this music workshop is going to afford our youth another space, another ability to come and to gather. And we also have some very powerful clinicians who are going to be with us. Miss Yvonne Matthews, who is over the Youth on the Winning Side program back home. She has decades of experience in education. She was a high school music teacher, a school principal, all the things. We have another clinician. His name is Dr. Prince Yoder. He works with Gospel Music Workshop of America. He's been around for some time. And so we think that the clinicians, as well as the support system, as well as the actual art of gospel music, will make something that's going to be slightly unique from what we've seen in our community.
Yes, that's
And
awesome.
I also want to be very clear, this is a community event, you know, and so it's for all kids and youth of our community, ages 3 to 25.
Yes, that's awesome. And so speaking of like the difference with the school system type of music programs and stuff, even after this camp is over, will people be able to still connect with you all if they, you know, after the camp is over, if they
Yes.
wanted to?
Absolutely. So this is just the beginning. You know, our goal is to continue to build this into something that our young people can be a part of. And I don't want to discredit what we already have. Huntsville is amazing.
Yes.
We have amazing programs. As a matter of fact, this program is partnered with Mario Maitland of Maitland Conservatory, and so we're forging relationships and partnering with others who are in the community as well.
Yes, that's awesome. And so who is this camp open to? What can participants expect each day? I know that each day is
Yeah.
going to be something different,
Great
so can you
question.
talk about that?
Yes, so it's for youth, and sometimes I feel funny saying the word youth because it goes up to the age 25. If it's anything like what we had back at home, most of us aged out of the program, and even after we aged out, we still came and supported. So it's for youth and young adults ages 3 to 25. They're going to be separated into 2 choirs. Ages 3 to 9 will be 1 choir. They'll rehearse from 5:45 to 6:45, and ages 10 to 25 will rehearse from 6:45 to 8:45. Each night will include the learning of the songs. It will include some music theory. They'll have some choreography there. We will also have Bible teaching and enrichment during the program, and they will have a mix of clinicians. So all 3 clinicians, 2 of the clinicians will teach the youth choir, and then all 3 of them will be teaching the adult choir.
That's awesome. And so do they have to have any type of music experience or
Not
background?
at all. They don't have to have a music background, a church background, a gospel background. Send them out. It's going to be so much fun. You know, even for those who just have an interest in the music. You don't have to be a great singer.
Okay.
No, yeah, and you don't have to be afraid of anything like auditions or anything like that. No, just come. You know, and that's one thing about the traditional church choirs. You know, now we have the praise teams. Everybody has to be a polished professional singer. But we used to have the choirs where the whole family, and you knew they couldn't sing for real, but they enjoyed standing in the choir. So this is for the entire community. So ages 3 to 25, they'll rehearse again from 5:45 to 6:45, and then the older kids 10 to 25 will rehearse from 6:45 to 8:45.
Yes, that's so good. It's open to anybody, because I was like, I know personally I can't sing, but I know there's other people that want to just
come on, it's about community. It's about enjoying one another, through the art.
Yes. And is there anything people need to know to bring, or do they just show up?
Yeah, no, so just come to the workshop. Now, we will climax with a concert on Friday, and so even if they choose not to be a participant in the workshop, they can come on Friday night for our concert at 6:00 p.m. And be a part of the actual concert. But for those who are coming, they don't need to bring anything with them. On that Friday night, the participants are asked to just wear like white shirts and denim bottoms, but other than that, nothing else is needed.
Yes, okay. And you have groups like as young as 3 and as old as 25, like you said. And so how are you guys kind of tailoring that experience for such a wide range of ages?
So again, we are so grateful and so privileged to have professional educators who've worked in youth ministry and also in the school. And so the 3 to 25, their songs are going to be tailored to them. Their activities will be tailored to them. Their learning lessons will be tailored to that age group. And the same will be done for the 10 to 25.
Yes,
It's very
so
specific for
great.
each group.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. And can you talk a little bit about like the confidence and faith, like teamwork, those concepts that are going to come into play that you guys will be doing at the camp?
Absolutely. Yeah, so, you know, it's one thing to try to stand in confidence alone. It's another when you're rallied with the community.
Yes.
It's just the power when we come together. And so I believe that as we come together and as we are challenged to learn these new songs in, 3 days and to have this concert, something happens. It always does. Something happens when we come together from that first rehearsal to that final concert that just begins to build confidence, team building, and also forges relationships.
Yes, and it's going to be amazing, like knowing they came in knowing nothing and then leaving doing like the whole concert. So.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I know you mentioned like choreography and stuff, so is it going to just be singing or is there dancing and singing?
So this year, we're just starting. So this year it's just going to be singing, but there will be some choreography as they are singing the songs.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
perfect. Yes. And when it comes to the actual concert and stuff, is it open for like the whole community to come to? Or are there tickets that need to be bought for it? Or
So there is a registration to participate.
Okay.
But to be in the concert on Friday or to come and experience the finale is absolutely free.
Oh, that's great. And so can you tell us a little bit more about that final concert? What can the community expect for that?
Yeah. Okay. So again, gospel music is powerful. It's going to be a high energy, fun, full of hope gathering that we'll be in. And so the young people will be learning, and I say young people, that means ages 3 to 9. They'll learn 3 songs. And then the 10 to 25 are going to learn about 4 songs. So we're looking at about 7 songs total for the concert. And it's just going to be a night full of energy, full of power. It's going to be quite an amazing night.
So everything that they learn at the camp, this will all be performed
Absolutely.
on that? Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Everything that they learned will be displayed there.
Yes, okay. And where will it be located at, the concert?
It's going to be located at VEIR Church.
Okay.
We are at the old Westlawn Middle School in the library area.
Okay, perfect.
And so we'll have it there. It's 4217 9th Avenue Southwest.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Yes. And so why do you feel like this is so important to provide this space for kids, especially as the summer is ending?
Yeah. So again, youth ministry, gospel music has been instrumental in my life. I credit almost everything I've learned to youth ministry. My foundation, my core. I also believe firmly that the answer to our community's problems might be found in these type of environments where our youth can come and have a solid foundation to learn some of those skills and principles that the whole world is looking for. So I've also worked, I have a master's degree in urban and regional planning.
Okay.
And so I've done several years in community development, helping people to get jobs. And what the employers are looking for are these life skills that I learned in Vacation Bible School.
Yes.
I learned it, in church. And so I think that it is an answer to our community's problems, while at the same time an answer to our youth, because a lot of our youth are dealing with depression. A lot of them are dealing with things that they don't know how to face, they don't know how to communicate. And so environments like this become very, very important, even for the young man and the young woman who's doing extremely well in school. Sometimes we overlook them and we look at who we might consider to be the more challenging children, not realizing that even the good ones sometimes have personal things that they're battling with that they need someone to help them to face and a community to rally around them to help them to face. And so I believe that this is extremely pivotal and important, and I believe that some of the young people who will come and participate in this will remember this for a lifetime.
Yes, and I feel like that's such a great message even to put out there. And I feel like for the kids to be able to have a place to go and know, even if it's just for a few days, knowing that these people are going to be there for them even way after this camp is over.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Absolutely. Some of them just need a touch. They just need community. They need a smile. They need someone to show them attention. And so I think this will be very, very powerful for our community.
And like you said, even the life lessons that are going to be learned, like the confidence and how to build teamwork and how to learn in an efficient time frame, you know, all of those things. So yes. And so how can people register? And I know there's also a way for people to donate and stuff as well. And so how can people do that? And is there like a certain price for that registration fee?
Absolutely. So registration is $35 per participant. They can go to Eventbrite and they can search the VEIR Youth Music Camp, and there they'll be able to find us. Now, if they're having any kind of issues finding us on Eventbrite, they can just go to our church's Instagram page, which is VEIR Church. That's VEIR. They can go there and register. We're looking for three things. One, participants. And so we want to make sure we get as many youth out as possible. So if you have any kids, any youth in the community, anyone you've worked with between the ages of 3 to 25, or if you're between the age of 3 to 25, we want you to come out and be a part of this. Also, I want to note that we have some wonderful worship leaders and singers such as Carmisa Pageant, I believe you know her, but who are rallying to be a part of this as well. So you can go to the Instagram page and you can find us. You can go to Eventbrite and find us. And so we're looking for youth to be a part of the program. We also need some people to help to underwrite and fund. And so you might be watching today and you may be able to just make a donation for one registration. Anything you're able to do, it helps us to make this event work. And then we need singers. We need, so yes, we love everybody. We want everybody to come, but we need at least a few voices to be able to hold the parts, right? And so if you are a singer and you just love singing, we need you to come and be a part of this community event. It's going to be great. And it's the beginning of something I believe that will be a staple in our community.
Yes, that's awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing it grow and hopefully coming back the year after and more. So, and is there a limited amount of space? Is there like a limited amount of registration space? Or
so right now this year we're looking at the capacity of 50 kids.
Okay.
So this year that is our capacity, in hopes that next year we'll get somewhere between 100 to 300 kids.
Okay, and so would it be like 25 and 25 per group, or just 50 altogether?
Just 50 altogether.
Okay, perfect. Yes. And when is the last day for people to register, or is it up until July 29th?
They can register up until the day we start.
Okay, perfect.
Up until that Tuesday.
And what do you want parents, churches, or even young people watching this to know about this camp and why it matters and why you want them to come out? What would you say to encourage them?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in ministry for a while, and I've worked with a lot of youth and pastors and moms and dads. And, I'm going to be a little eloquial here, I think is the word. Life be lifing.
Yes.
Things happen. Sometimes life gets really hard, and many of us are just looking for space and opportunity to find some relief, find some hope, find some help. I believe that this event is an event that could provide an opportunity for you to find some relief, some help, some hope. I believe it's an event that can help to guide and steer or plant a seed in your son, your daughter, the youth of your community, the youth that you teach, in the right direction to help to just plant a seed. We can't do everything, right? But we definitely can partner to forge a village to raise up our children.
Yes. And I love that when you said, like, just even planting a seed, like just one little, this can be just the pivotal point just to start. So, yes. And what are your biggest hopes that you want the kids and young adults to walk away with after everything is done, after the concert, after everything is finished?
I want them to walk away with confidence and inspiration. The name of our youth camp is VEIR, which stands for Visions Exploding into Reality.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And so we want them to be inspired. Whatever dream, whatever vision, whatever goal that God has given them, we want them to be inspired and filled with faith to go after it. And not just in music, but also in academics, also in life, also in career. And so we hope that they will leave with hope and inspiration.
Yes, and I feel like they definitely will. So it sounds amazing. And is there anything else you would like to share? Anything before we wrap up?
Huntsville, don't let me down. We need you, and we want to rally around our young people, and we want to make this something that that they will never forget. So we need you. So if you're watching, support, connect. Let's do this together.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Reginald. And I loved hearing everything about this program. I think it's going to help so many youth in the community. So thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, of course. Yes. And thank you all for tuning into 48 Now. You can register your child for the VEIR Youth Music Camp happening July 29th through August 1st at VEIR Church in Huntsville. It's open to youth and young adults ages 3 to 25, and it all ends with a powerful concert that the community is all invited to attend. For more information and to register and purchase a ticket, visit VEIR Youth Music Camp at eventbrite.com. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.